Slide into your mind so silky. Up under the down we fly. Clean it up just to make it filthy. Under the sheets all night. Under the sheets all night. Under the sheets all night.
One eternity later.
Inspiration, you know your time.
Namaste guys and welcome back to my channel Veg by Vika, and I am Avika and I bring a lot of new flavorful recipes for you and your family. And if you're new here, you can check out my other recipes as well because I post on every Tuesday and Friday. And if you happen to like my recipes, don't forget to like, share and comment, and also subscribe to my channel and hit the little notification bell so you're notified whenever I post a new video. For all those people who doesn't know about babka, babka is traditionally made by Jewish people who take normal bread dough and just roll it out and spread a thin layer of cinnamon or fruit jam over it. So today we are going to make some chocolate babka which calls for some chocolate filling. So it's like a win-win situation guys, and it tastes heavenly. I can assure that. Before starting the video, you know the drill. What you have to do, you have to like, share, comment and also subscribe to my channel and hit that little notification bell. So without blabbering a lot, let's get started into the video. We would require about 1 cup of milk. Let me tell you a very important thing, that milk should be lukewarm and not boiling hot, or else our yeast could die or may not perform as desired. So the yeast breaks down starch into simpler glucose and later breaks sugar or glucose into alcohol and carbon dioxide. This process is known as fermentation.
But don't worry, I'm not trying to be your wife. Slide into your mind so silky. Up under the down we hide.
Add about 2 teaspoons of yeast into the milk with 1/4 teaspoon of salt and about 4 tablespoons of sugar. Alright, enough of being geeky. We have to rest the yeast to work, so keep the milk undisturbed for next 10 minutes. Now, take about 2.5 cup of all-purpose flour and sift it really well.
Up under the sheets, you and me. You and me. Up under the sheets.
Remember the yeast which we kept earlier? It should exactly look like this, or else stop the recipe immediately. To be exact, the yeast should at least double its size and bubble the milk a little. Your yeast could be dead, so try to bring a real good quality yeast. Active yeast works the best, but the dry yeast could also do the job until and unless it doubles up. Add the milk in 4 batches into the flour. Use a spatula to combine everything nicely. The dough formed will be extra sticky. Don't worry about it.
Under the sheets all night. Under the sheets all night. It's 3 a.m. I got your call. I know you've been in need of inspiration. You know your time.
Good. Now start kneading it with your hands and slowly add the flour. Start by adding 1 to 2 tablespoons at a time. I have just started the time lapse so that you can get a better idea how to do it properly. Also, if the dough is super sticky, use a scraper to scrape out the dough from your hands. After adding about half cup of dry flour, it would start forming like a normal dough.
So silky. Up under the down we fly. Clean it up just to make it feel, yeah. Under the sheets all night. Under the sheets all night. Under the sheets.
The total time may vary from person to person, but it took me about 10 minutes in total to combine the dough. Now rest the dough for 5 minutes and then add about 1/4 cup of oil. When you will start kneading the dough, the oil will slowly start combining and finally a stage will be reached where it will be completely combined. At that moment, keep the dough to rest for 30 minutes.
Nicely, I wanna see you too. But don't worry, I'm not trying to be your wife.
Now pop back the lid of the container and keep the container someplace warmer.
A few moments later.
After 30 minutes, though I kept it for 24 hours straight, it imparted a sour flavor. The dough will rise up in the size due to fermentation and will be super sticky again. So start kneading the dough for 3 minutes. Now take another bowl and add about 2 tablespoons of ghee, and for vegans you can use 2 tablespoons of chilled coconut oil and start whisking it. After whisking it for 2 minutes, add about 2.5 tablespoons of sugar and start whisking it. Finally, after 3-4 minutes, the sugar will be dissolved completely, and at that moment add about 1/4 cup of milk. Almond milk can go perfectly as well. Now keep whisking it for another 2 to 3 minutes and it will start forming stiff peaks. That's when you know that you are done. Melt about 60 grams of dark and milk chocolate and add it to the whipped ghee. Mix it really well and you can add about a pinch of salt and 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla essence, though it's completely optional but I highly recommend it.
The sheets are under the sheets are Let's create
Dust about 1 tablespoon of flour on the platform and knead the dough for a couple of minutes.
inspiration. You know your time, trying to control. Eventually gonna need some liberation. I cross your mind once in a while. Okay, you have a wild imagination. I wanna see
Now using a rolling pin, roll the dough of about 1 inch height.
your location. Slide into your mind so silky. Up under the down we fly.
And add the chocolate filling generously and spread it evenly. Now start rolling the dough.
The sheets are under the sheets
And make a slit in between and try to make a braid out of it. Transfer it to a pre-greased pan and rest it for about 10 minutes.
back in your bed. Ooh, that's a bed. Time passes by as we do.
And then bake it for about 30 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. Serve it warm, guys. Also, if you feel very lazy, you can just spread the melted chocolate as the filling. Well guys, we are done. I hope that you really enjoyed my video and thank you for watching my video. I will see you on Friday. Bye guys.
Slide into your mind so silky. Up under the down we fly. Clean it